the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
Oh, a heck of a move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If he has coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 4.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they talk it over, we step aside. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package. And boy, his team loves to play around him.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. came in as the #1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Here's Higgins out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. The Broncos are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. As a 5-receiver set, we'll probably see that a lot throughout the course of this game, and especially in short yardage.
Yeah, and I like using it in short yards because a lot of people say, why would you use it there? Well, what you're counting on and what you're expecting is the defense to have their short yardage defense on the field, which usually means bigger players, bigger linemen, extra linebacker, all those sort of things. You go to 5 wide receivers, spread them out. Now you created mismatches for yourself on offense. Let's see if they can cover those guys.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
15. Hey, 57, 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
All right.
And Stroud now to throw. And it's off the mark, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And here's Taylor on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A gain
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Sundown. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
Slot man moves right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 2 there in the 36.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. 18.
4th down. Here's Stroud. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Right side.
Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now here's Mahomes. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come back. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
And again, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I don't need to.
Up the middle they go. LeBlanc to about the 26 here.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Attack, attack! Hey, yellow, hey, go gun, go gun, go gun. Hey, rip left.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Touchdown Broncos! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Here's the offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute less, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Stroud looking to throw.
Just their first in this half. They'll step aside and come right back. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is Taylor. Now a hit and a loose football.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So halftime is upon. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Manning, he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Yellow. 15.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their 1st reps in half number 2. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Yard gain. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He can't get him down. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Stroud completes his out wide. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 10.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
36-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
What a spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Dicker now to attack on the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Again of 34 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 34 yards. First down.
Throwing again is Stroud.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stroud working out of the gun.
This will be caught at about the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Yellow.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week, boss man. Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they down it once again.
Jalen Carter
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.